When we are sick, we take medication, or also known as pharmaceuticals. Today, we can see many diseases have been spread all over the globe. Thus, it leads to a high number of pharmaceuticals consumption around the world. But how far do you know about the fate of these pharmaceuticals as they were discharged from our body to the environment? What the alternative have been made to solve this problem? Here, I'm going to give you some input regarding to this topic.
Pharmaceuticals have brought many benefits to humans and animals. However, various studies have reported that these pharmaceuticals could enter and contaminate the water systems, soils, and wastewater treatment plants, which leading to harmful environmental effects. Currently, around 4,000 different pharmaceutical active products have been used in Europe. Therefore, the presence of pharmaceutical residues in the environment have become a critical concern among scientists worldwide. Thus, a suggested way to control this situation is through the biodegradation process by fungi. Problems have been arising related to this study field. First, pharmaceutical active compounds could harm the aquatic environment when discharged into the water stream without treating it properly. Therefore, it is essential to discover the method to remove this contaminant. Second, recent alternative technologies to remove the pharmaceutical active compounds have several disadvantages, including high energy consumption, extensive use of chemicals, and the formations of undesirable and harmful byproducts. In this case, an alternative method needs to be introduced to extract pharmaceutical active compounds from the wastewater before reaching the ecosystem. Third, the lack of information about the study of biodegradations of pharmaceutical in wastewater using fungi. It is possibly due to a lack of attention since some pharmaceuticals are not classified as harmful pollutants by WHO. Studies had confirmed that these pharmaceutical compounds could be present in wastewater, surface water, and even in drinking water. However, not many people know about this. Thus, this study is essential to create awareness in society while introducing a wastewater treatment solution using microorganisms to biodegrade the drug from the wastewater. Besides, the performed bibliometric analysis could provide information regarding the potential of fungi used for the development and future opportunities in removing pharmaceutical waste via the biodegradation process, which is also helpful for decision makers and researchers who are interested in this area. The objective of this study are to review on the effectiveness of fungi in degrading pharmaceutical active compounds in wastewater, and also to analyze the research outputs on biodegradation of pharmaceutical active compounds in wastewater using fungi. Water is a vital resource to both humans and the ecosystem. However, the continuous exponential growth in industries and human population has contributed to water pollution, which is considered as the most global concern issue. Today in Malaysia, we can see around 6 million tons of wastewater per year are generated by 27 million Malaysian citizens. By seeing this issue, a wastewater treatment method have been introduced. The treatment process is performed at the recuperation water supply facility and it is called as wastewater treatment plants. Although wastewater treatment plants could remove the impurities from the wastewater, unfortunately, they have been identified to generate water containing several possible pollutants, for example, pharmaceutical. Pharmaceutical compounds have been regarded as a class of therapeutic agents that have become emerging micropollutants. Pharmaceuticals have a broad range of effects. Hence, there are several types of pharmaceutical products raising concern from the perspective of their potential effects on the environment include psychotropic drugs, anti-inflammatories, and antibiotics. Many studies have been published in recent years looking into the potential of microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi to eliminate these compounds through processes such as biotransformation, biodegradation, and mineralization. Biodegradation is widely regarded as the most crucial process in eliminating the vast majority of xenobiotics, including pharmaceuticals, from the environment. Biodegradation of pollutants by microorganisms is usually the most efficient and dominant method because of their environmental friendliness and the microability of organisms to adapt to changing environmental conditions. Commonly, fungi, bacteria, and yeast are involved in biodegradation. Compared to bacteria, fungi are more flexible in their ability to act on pollutants because of the presence of their non-specific lignolytic enzymatic system. Bibliometric analysis have been performed in this study since there is still a lack of research on this topic using bibliometric methods to our knowledge. All data were retrieved from Scopus. Scopus is chosen because the process to export data from Scopus to other programs is more simple to handle. The search query that was used in the current study included the following keywords: fungi, degradation, and pharmaceutical in the titles or abstracts. As a result, a total of 229 publications were obtained for further analysis. This publication included articles, reviews, proceeding papers, early access, meeting abstract, and book chapters. However, some of the publications that were not highlighted on the research topic were excluded, which is resulting in 102 publications in the final analysis. The publication parameters such as publishing year, countries, authors, and subject categories were analyzed using Microsoft Office Excel 2007. While citation, bibliography, and author keywords of 102 publications have been exported to VOS Viewer. As a result, we can see the annual trends of published documents from 2001 until 2021. The number of articles gradually increased, with slight variations between years. In 2008, there is no published document were made in that year. However, after 2008, there has been a strong interest in pharmaceutical degradation research, and the number of publications steadily growing year by year. In 2020, the highest number of publications were recorded with 13 publications, while a slight decrease occurred in 2021, with 9 papers were published. The drop in 2021 is most probably due to the pandemic COVID-19, which limit researchers' activities to perform more studies on biodegradation of pharmaceuticals using fungi. Based on geographic distribution, it was discovered that 15 top countries showed the most significant contributions in terms of publications. Spain is the leading country in publication related on the biodegradation of pharmaceuticals by fungi, with a total of 41 from 102 publications. This high number is because Spain is one of a country that has a high pharmaceutical consumption rate among other countries. According to Alonso et al. 2009, due to their extensive use, pharmaceuticals were detectable in surface water in many rivers in Spain. Hence, these findings have triggered a cascade of investigation in removing this pharmaceutical from the environment. Next, India ranks second with 13 publications, followed by Costa Rica with 7 publications. In analysis of institutions, Spanish institutions dominate the list of the top 10 active institutions for the degradation of pharmaceuticals using fungi literature, with Universitat Autónoma de Barcelona leading the list with 25 publications, which represent 16%, Instituto de Diagnostica Ambiental Estudios del Agua 14%, Universitat de Girona 13%, and others. Despite the fact that the majority of the publications came from Spain, 2 institutions from Costa Rica and France were found to be among the top 10 most active institutions in this study. According to the findings of the subject area study, biodegradation of pharmaceutical active compounds by fungi studies were primarily focused on environmental sciences with 67 publications among other areas. Also included are areas on biochemistry, genetics and molecular biology with 24 publications, chemical engineering 19 publications, immunology and microbiology 17 publications, and other are shown in the figure. Many papers in the field of environmental science have been published as pharmaceuticals have been regarded as emerging pollutants to the environment, which disturb the aquatic ecosystems. Generally, this topic research can be classified under environmental science area. The trends of favorite journals from 2001 to 2021 were analyzed based on the number of articles on the biodegradation of pharmaceuticals using fungi. Among the top 10 journals, the Journal of Hazardous Materials and the Journal of Science of the Total Environment performing well from 2010 to 2020, which producing 6 articles from each journal respectively. This trend was followed by 5 articles from the journal Chemosphere and Water Resource. Keywords in a research paper are used to aid researchers in locating relevant articles during a topic search. 51 keywords were identified that met with a minimum of 5 threshold for mapping among 102 articles. This study discovered that pharmaceutical degradation by fungi was the most frequently identified keyword with 5,669 links. Based on the figure, the most frequent keywords indicating the primary clusters were biodegradation in red color, wastewater treatment green, and drug purple. According to the results, the most frequently encountered term was biodegradation, which was chosen as the central theme of this topic based on the findings. 354 author names participated in publishing the related documents. It is found that researchers from Spain dominated the list. All of the top 10 active authors were from Spain. Surprisingly, no authors from India and Costa Rica, which rank second or third in the number of articles published, entered the top 10 author list. Author Baselodi from Universitat de Girona published maximum works on the topic with 19 research papers in the year 2010, followed by 2 authors, namely Binti and Caminoji, which both of them from Universitat Autónoma de Barcelona with the same number of publications, which is 16 publications. In terms of total citations of articles, Binti recorded the highest number with 1,047 citations, can be concluded as the most concerned scholars for this research. This finding indicates that Spanish scholars' publication in this field have the greatest academic influence. European Commission was the most active funding agency with 19%, followed by Ministerio de Economía Competitividad 16%, Generalitat de Catalunya 14%, and others. European Commission leads the list of 10 top funding agencies as per to its objective, which it supports all forms of research and innovation in scientific, technological, economic, environmental, and societal impact areas. Therefore, it is not surprising when this agency lead the list, since most of the journals are published in countries that being a part of European Union. This table lists the 10 most frequently cited articles from 2001 until 2021 in the research field of degradation of pharmaceuticals using fungi. Based on the list, 8 are research articles and 2 are review articles. Among the top 10 cited articles, 7 are from Spain and the other 3 are from different countries. The most highly cited article with 332 times is titled Biological Degradation of 2,4,6-Trinitrotoluene, authored by Steve Nunez in Microbiology and Molecular Biology Reviews in 2001. The authors describe the biotechnology applications of bacteria and fungi to degrade 2,4,6-Trinitrotoluene. Further, the article with the second highest citations count, which is 240, is titled Ability of White Root Fungi to Remove Selected Pharmaceutical and Identifications of Degradation Products of Ibuprofen by PHARMACEUTICAL, as authored by Marco Uria et al. 2009 and published in Chemosphere. This study investigates the potential of 4 worldwide distributed white root fungi.
In conclusion, fungal degradation have become a potential way to remove these pollutants. Among numerous types of fungi, white root fungi is the best candidate that can be used in biodegradation of these compounds. This is preliminary research and there are still limitations on it. For instance, there is a requirement to increase the quantity of research to ensure the precision of our future funding.
That's all from me.